Yeah, today we'll see about HTML heading tag. The HTML heading tags are defined with h1 to h6 tags, and this is the opening tag which defines the most important heading, and h6 defines the least important heading. So if you see the example on heading tags, we have written opening h1, the text, whatever text we want to write, we have written there, heading 1, and then slash h1, h2 tag, heading 2 slash h2. So this is opening tag, this is closing tag. In between opening and closing tag we have given the text. So like that we have written for h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6. Now we see the example how to write, how to create a web page using heading tag. This is the code. First we have to write the root tag HTML, then we have written body tag, then all h1 to h6 we have written with the text in between h1 tag, opening and closing as heading 1, h2 heading 2, h3 heading 3, h4 heading 4 and h5 heading 5, h6 heading 6, and then we have closed our body tag, then we have closed our HTML tag, and then we have saved as heading.html. If you see the output of the program, as we told, h1 means the bigger one, so we got h1 heading 1 as the big, in big size, h2 heading 2 we got small. Like that the size of the text decreases from h1 to h6. Next we will see paragraph tag. Paragraph tag element defines a paragraph. For that we use p tag. We can use both small as well as capital because it is not case sensitive. A paragraph always starts on a new line, and browser automatically add some white space before and after a paragraph. So we'll see the simple example how to use the paragraph tag or p tag. So first we have to write HTML, which is our root tag, then we have to write body tag, then in this we have written 3 paragraph tags, and each and every paragraph tag, opening tag, we have written some text, this is a paragraph, and then close p tag, then again we have written another p tag, this is a paragraph, then p, this is paragraph. So after writing 3 paragraphs tags or p tag with opening and closing tag, then we have closed our body tag, and then we have closed our HTML tag. Now we'll see one more example on this paragraph tag. We have written HTML body, then p. This paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code, but the browser ignores it, /p, closing tag. Similarly, another paragraph, this paragraph contains a lot of spaces in the source code, but the browser ignores it, then closing paragraph tag. Then another paragraph tag, the number of lines depends on the size of the browser window. If you resize the browser window, the number of lines of this paragraph will change. Closing the paragraph tag and closing body tag, closing HTML tag. So why we have used this particular example is, if you see the example, there are many line breaks in the first paragraph and second paragraph with some spaces. This won't be visible in our output. In the output page there will not be any line breaks because paragraph tag whatever you write, even though if you are writing one below the another, you will get only in straight line, because it ignores everything. How it ignores, we will see with the output. See, in the output we haven't seen any line breaks, any spaces. These are avoided or ignored while executing with the browser. To use those line breaks, we have to go for another tag called break tag. So that we haven't used, so the browser is ignoring everything. Now you see another tag, horizontal. Horizontal tag is nothing but HR tag, which gives a break in a HTML page. Means you'll get a line in between those text. It's like a horizontal rule which is displayed onto the page. If you see the example here, HTML body h1, this is heading 1, close h1 tag. P, this is some text, close p tag. And HR is a horizontal tag. Similarly, we have taken for h2, heading 2, paragraph, this is some other text. Again we have closed the, again we have used horizontal tag. So if you observe the program, we have used 3 different headings and 3 paragraphs we have used, but we have used only 2 HR horizontal tags. After that we have closed the body, and then we have closed HTML. Now if you see the output for this particular example, see, as we have provided only 2 HR tags, we have got only 2 lines, 2 horizontal lines, because for the first h1 and p we have given a HR tag, so we got a line. Then we have again written, if you observe, see, h1p, then we have given HR, then h2p we have given a HR. So h1p, this is the content, and a HR, we got a line. Again h2p, we got a line. So this is a horizontal tag, HR. Now if you go for line breaks, that we told that in paragraph it won't accept line breaks. How to use those line breaks? HTML line breaks is BR tag. We use BR tag for this, which defines a line break, or to break a line into pieces, we use BR tag. So this is the example, HTML body paragraph tag, this is, then we have used BR. And for this BR break tag, there is no need of closing tag, as we told that there are few tags which doesn't need a opening and a closing tag. So here we have written, this is break tag, a paragraph break tag with line breaks, then closing paragraph, closing body, and closing HTML. If you see the output for this, we'll just execute that particular program now. So I am opening the notepad. I'll write the code, HTML, then body tag, used p tag. There I am telling this is BR, a paragraph, again a BR tag, with line breaks, then closing a paragraph tag. Then closing body tag, closing HTML, and then I'll save because my work is saved in the CWD folder. This will give us break tag .html. Save. Now I'll open the browser. There I'll go to the location c:/wd is my working folder /break tag .html. See, you got the output. This is after this is I have used br. See, this is br. So we got a break. Then we have written a paragraph, then break tag. So a paragraph, again we got a break tag. With line breaks we have used any br at the end of our statement. So this is how we create a breaks in between a line by using br tag. So this is about the line breaks. Now we see the formatting tags. Few formatting tags are there. The few formatting tags which are available are center, CENTER. The center tag is used to align our text. Whatever text you are trying to align, that will keep it center. So here in the code, center we have written for paragraph. In that I have given one text and closing that center tag. Then I have given a horizontal line HR 3 semester. Then this is B, which is nothing but bold. To make the text bold, we use B tag. And U is for converting the text into uppercase. So whatever we write in between U tag, that will be converted to the capital letter or the uppercase. Now few more are strike. Strike means it will strike off the text what we have written. Strike the text and then closing that strike tag. Then I have written a P tag 3. This is superscript. SUP means superscript. Closing that. Then sub means subscript. This is another formatting tag. Del means deleting the particular thing. Here deleting means it completely not delete, it will just strike off that particular text what we have written inside the tag. INS insert. Big means it will convert this particular text to big letters, like that we use for H1 tag. Small means that text will be written in small letters, and TT is another attribute, another tag. Then in paragraph, web browser developed by Tim Berners. Then if you see this here in P, we have used align. This we call it as an attribute for paragraph tag. So there are many attributes for paragraph tag. Among that, first align. In align means aligning the text. How to align? This alignment is left, right, center. So we have used those three alignment properties. And then we have closed body and closed HTML. So if we see this particular program, now we'll execute this. See, one text with an horizontal line, and 3 semester, then bold means I got that bold, uppercase, strike the word means I got striking. So I used superscript, I got this, subscript I got this, deleting means it is striking, insert means I will get under line, big letter, small letter, strong means bold, then within double quotes I got the text. So this is what we got. And now below, if you see this alignment, this is left, this is center, and this is right. 3 alignments I have used. So I got the 3 alignments. Now if you see another attribute, here we are using anchor tag a, href is equal to some image, click me, closing anchor tag. img is another attribute or tag. img is a tag. For that, the attribute is src, image source is equal to nik.jpg. There I have provided some more attributes called width is equal to 250, height is equal to 300, and this is the text, and closing the image tag. Then I have used our heading tag h1. For that, again I have used an attribute called title. See me. If your mouse pointed at the text until you will see message see me. Closing heading tag and then closing body and closing HTML. So here we have used a anchor tag, where anchor means to give hyperlinks. If you see the output for this will be the output. You will get an image. This is nik.jpg. Click me. You click that, you will get an image. So whatever text we have written in h1, so we got the big text. Next, one more style attributes. If you see here in body, we have given a style attribute where we have given a background color for our page with a hexadecimal code. Then for heading tag style, we have given RGB, means red, green, blue, 3 different properties. There I am printing some text, then closing h1 tag. Then I used h3 tag, h4 tag, h5, h6, h7. This h7, h8 out of curiosity I have used. as we don't have those particular tags. And for each and every tags I have provided some style with attributes. I have used color, used font family, I have used font size, I have even used the alignment of the text. I used absorber properties and then close. If you see the output, so this is what the background color of the page. Different colors I have used. So this is what I got. Thank you.